I'm Rabbi Sarah Bassin.
I'm Yael Tygiel.
And this is Tipsy Torah.
Today I'm going to tell you the story of Purim. It's my favorite holiday because you get to dress up and drink.
Touche.
To that, let's do this. The story of Purim takes place a long time ago in ancient Persia. There was a king named Ahasuerus, and he loved to party. So he threw a party, and it was like 6 months worth of party, which seems excessive in my book. And he had this wife, and her name was Vashti. And Vashti was super hot, because Ahasuerus only married hot women. That was like his rule. They had to be like 9s and above. Vashti was like taking care of people, being a good hostess as one does. But 6 months in or so, Ahasuerus was like, you know what'd be so good right now? Is if my hot wife Vashti danced for everybody. So Ahasuerus calls Vashti in and is like, dance for my friends and me. And she's like, no, I am a feminist. I am a woman. I have rights. And when I say I don't want to dance for you and your bros, like that's not happening because I dance for you in our private time. That's cool. But like, I don't dance for them. He was like, you know what? If you're not going to listen to what I say, get the fuck out of here. Anyway, so she gets banished. And his friends are like, dude, that's not cool. Your woman should listen to you. And he's like, so he made a decree across the land that women were the property, basically, of their husbands. So Ahasuerus now has no wife. And he's like, that isn't cool. I need some women in the house. So he's like, we're going to do a beauty contest, basically, and get hot women to show up and show me what they got. It's like America's Next Top Model. It's just like that. Preferably virgins. Everyone loves a virgin, right? And if I really like one of them, she'll be my wife. So there's this girl, and her name is Esther. And she lives with her uncle Mordecai. And he's like, Esther, you are beautiful. You are obedient. I'm putting you in this contest. And because she's obedient, she's like, yeah, that makes sense. Cool, let's do it. So she goes, and she's competing with these other women. And we got, like, the hot women, and they're strutting by, and they're like, oh, I'm so pretty. And Ahasuerus is like, yeah, that one's hot. I like it. So everyone spends a night with Ahasuerus to prove themselves to him. We don't know what happened, but I'm going to assume that all sorts of shit happened. I'm making that assumption. It is a safe bet. After that night, he's like, this one, Esther, I love everything about her. This one's going to be my wife. So Esther is his favorite, hands down. No questions. She's the best. Boom, Jews. Meanwhile, in the town square, we got Haman, who is Ahasuerus' trusted advisor. His Jafar, if you will. He's walking around and he's like, hey, I work for the king. Bow to me. And people are like, oh shit, he works for the king. Bow to him. And then we get Mordecai, who's Esther's uncle. And he's like, no, I'm a Jew and I only bow to God. You ain't God. I'm not bowing to you. And Haman's like, fuck that. You bow to me. And Mordecai's like, nope. Haman goes back to the king and he's like, dude, there are people out there, these Jews, and like, they don't know how to follow directions, first of all, which is infuriating, but also like, they don't respect you. That is messed up, king. And he's like, you're right. That's rude. So it be written, Jews, they don't bow to Haman. We're going to kill them all. And Haman's like, sweet. That totally sounds fair. Then Mordecai hears about this shit, and he's like, Esther, you gotta do something. And she's like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? I can't do anything. You can't just be like, king, deal with this issue for me. So Mordecai's like, look, you're one of us. You're Jewish. You can't just pretend that you're not. You're not going to be safe. You're not safe all up in your palace. You got to do something. You're the only one who can. She's like, all right, calm the fuck down. I got this. So she goes to the king and like, she can't be like, hey, king, come on over, let's talk. So she dresses up, looking all hot and sexy, and just like walking back and forth in front of where he's hanging out. And is like, king, notice me, king, notice me. And he's like, hey, Esther, my favorite, you look good. And she's like, you know what? Come over for dinner. And he's like, okay, I'm going to be there. She's like, bring Haman. He's like, all right. He's going to be there because whatever you want, you get. And if you want something, you tell me, I got you. Like, whatever you want, I will give you. And she's like, I just want you to come over for dinner. So he comes over for dinner. And he's like, oh, this was delicious. You're an amazing cook. You come when you're called. You are wonderful. If you want anything, you tell me, and I got you, boo. I will give you anything you want. And she's like, I just want you to come over for dinner again tomorrow. Bring Haman. Dinner, we're there. It's so good. So the next day he comes over and he's like, babe, this food is so good. I love this shit. It's so good. What do you want? Anything you want, it's all yours. And she's like, so here's the thing. Some dick wants to kill me and all of my people. And the king is like, what the f***? I'm the king, and if someone wants to hurt you, I'll take care of it. You tell me who this is, and I got you. I love you, and I'll take care of you. That's what I do for my wife. And Esther is like, look, it's your man Haman. He wants to kill all the Jews, and I'm a Jew. And he's like, what? That's weird. Because I made that decree. So here's what we're going to do. I can't go back on what I said, because that's not how it works. But your people can defend themselves. So on the day that they were supposed to be slaughtered, the Jews had a feast, and they got ready. And then they went out and defended themselves against the people who were trying to kill them. And they slaughtered a few dozen people more than they should have. They may have gone a little overboard. And that is the story of Purim. Happy Purim! I'm empty. Another!